Hello, and welcome to this presentation on educational blogs, an analysis and a critique. In this presentation, we will look at 3 blogs dealing with the topic of educational technology. The 3 blogs are The Innovative Educator, EdTech Digest, and Class Tech Tips. The first blog is The Innovative Educator. This is written by author Lisa Nielsen, who was a former librarian and now an acclaimed blogger and ed tech expert. This blog does an excellent job of showing classroom application for the teacher who's looking for ready-to-go ideas about how to integrate technology into their classroom. This is a great blog to start with. Lisa does an excellent job outlining tools and showing how they can be used practically in day-to-day classroom activities. And all of her applications are very student-focused. She uses technology with the goal of increasing student learning and engagement. So this is very, very helpful, like I said, for the teacher who's just looking for some guidance on how to start integrating technology into the classroom and how to do so in a way that will motivate students. Lisa also integrates digital citizenship in her blog through topics such as teaching students to verify information online. This blog post in particular was very informative to me just because of the ways she outlined digital citizenship as a topic that can be taught to students explicitly in the classroom and as a topic that can be integrated into other subjects within the classroom, ways to just weave it into a teacher's day-to-day instruction. The blog also responds to current topics such as cell phone bans in school, which is of course very useful as we are beginning to see different measures being taken, especially in the state of Virginia, to ban cell phone usage in schools during school hours. And so it's interesting to hear the author's take on topics such as this on her blog. Not only is she recommending different tools and providing ways to utilize tools, but she's also responding to real-world events, current trends, things are up to date. Nothing she is publicizing is outdated. Unfortunately, my only critique of this blog was that there was a gap in writing from 2023 to 2024 due to an injury that the author sustained and she was unable to write. So unfortunately, there are no blog posts from that time frame. So there is a small gap in the literature there of what was going on during that time period, but she has since started writing again recently with posts such as the cell phone bans post. So I'm hopeful that this will continue as we continue to learn from her. The next blog was EdTech Digest, and the author of this is actually many writers with a combined total of 2,000 years of educational experience, according to the website, which was quite impressive. EdTech Digest is associated with the EdTech Awards that are given. So this is certainly a prestigious blog, a very wide-reaching blog. This blog provides reviews on different products, specific products. It allows guest writers to contribute to the blog. It contains interviews with experts. It highlights current trends and technologies. There is a lot of information on AI on this blog that I saw. Technologies used for training in the corporate world. It just reaches way beyond the K-12 classroom that many people think about when they hear educational technology, but it really reaches into more the public sector of training and job performance as well. This blog has frequent posts, which is highly beneficial for someone looking for a blog that is active, that is staying up to date on what is going on, that is tackling multiple topics. So there are very frequent posts almost daily on this blog, which is, of course, due to the fact that they have many authors. However, I would have appreciated a critique of this blog, I suppose. I would have appreciated a little more emphasis and a few more options for the K through 12 audience. As I mentioned, this blog has quite a plethora of resources for the public sector, the business world, but you have to dig a little bit more to find resources for the K through 12 classroom, specifically for children. So that is my one critique of this blog. And finally, Class Tech Tips. This is written by author Dr. Monica Burns, who is a former teacher turned EdTech advocate and trainer. She actually provides professional development to schools and works with teachers as a mentor to help them build their EdTech tool belt and become greater integrators of educational technology. Dr. Burns provides easily accessible and understandable, reasonable principles in her blog, which she calls tasks before apps, putting the task of the learning environment, what is to be learned, before the app. So instead of just wanting to integrate technology, she proposes that one look at what needs to be learned and decide if technology would be useful to help communicate that technology should not be used just for the sake of using it. She also proposes a light and practical approach. It should be easily accessible. It shouldn't stress educators out or stress students out. It should be, like she says, light and practical. And then finally, she says that EdTech is a non-negotiable, that it is here to stay, and that all educators should have the opportunity to grow in their understanding of this practice. She also authors a podcast that accompanies the blog, so her readers can not only read but can listen to her truths and her tips about technology. She gives practical classroom applications and how-tos, for example, how to create quizzes, embed questions, make QR codes, take virtual field trips, easy, ready-to-go activities that teachers can integrate right away in their classrooms. And finally, she gives interviews with experts and has deeper pedagogical conversations. So not only does she tackle the how-tos and the practicalness of educational technology, but she also looks into more theory. She looks into pedagogy a little bit deeper. So there is something here for the novice teacher who's looking to expand their tool belt of educational technology tools. And then there's also something here for the veteran teacher who's looking to take a little bit of a deeper dive into the why of educational technology and the how of how all of this is working together, how it is impacting students, and what we can do to be part of it.